Now, I was wondering whether I would be able to find any cream, because, oh gosh, this is actually Spanish cherry. It's the only cream that I could find. Oh, wait a minute, no, it wasn't the only cream I could find, that was the first that I could find. In the old days, I used to use Pond's cold cream, and look what I found when I was looking around. Pond's doesn't say cold cream, it says White Beauty. I'll be having White Beauty on my trombone. So, this is what I put on the slide. Now, it actually looks very nice. What does it say? Well, it's a global, okay, and it's made in China, and it's a medium bore, and it's got lots of little notes and things on the counterweight. Let me see. Wow, it actually seems to move and work quite well. Let's have a look. Now, before we do that, I have to clean the slide, put some cream on it, and it goes like this. This is a water key, because you get a lot of spit in there. Sounds disgusting, I know. There's the lock. Oh dear, it doesn't want to come off. Well, you know, it doesn't actually feel that bad, but it can only benefit from having a little Pond's. So, where's my rag? Let's clean it down. Now, getting these things working is a fine art. It's a fine art that I am not an artist on. But at least I know how to clean it. If I can just get the top off this. And we're only going to put a tiny bit on, because I've got a feeling that this is going to be heavily scented, and it should be in a jar. And I should have a little water bottle as well, but I haven't. It doesn't sound so bad. So, the best trombones in the world are made in America, or used to be made in America. They used to be made in Cleveland, Ohio, and they used to be the King. Well, the King still make a fine trombone. It's not quite what it used to be, because the metal is different and a lot of other reasons. And now I've got a fly that wants to be in on the lesson. Well, look at this. I guess these these are in case I decide to join a band. Here's my mouthpiece. And here's the mouthpiece. It's a potluck thing. Now, I've already tried this. Oh, terrible. It's a terrible slide. I have to work on that. But it will be enough for 120 bucks to get my chops back in, and I better tell you now that this is going to look terrible. I had intended, my best intentions were to play a recording that I made, which is on the channel of Masquerade. That was when I could actually play. Well, right now I won't make any claims at all for being able to play, and this is a tuning slide, and gravity makes it go back again. So I'll have to tune that and fiddle with that. Now that's what anybody will have to go through if they decide after 6 years to take up an instrument as demanding as the trombone. So, what will we have to do? Well, I'll have to do 15 minutes of strengthening up the chops. Now this trombone is never going to sound as good as a king, but I won't be able to make any excuses for too long. Did you? I don't blame you, okay? Shut up! I'm having a hard enough time as it is. The thing about the trombone is it has 7 positions. While I'm still able, without any children here to laugh at me, has several positions, 7. And as you go down the slide, the tubing that the thing goes through gets longer, so the note gets flatter. So you start off with the note. See, it goes down a half tone. Then as you change the position of the mouth, you see? And so you join up all of those lines of notes and then you're able to play a tune, which I certainly wouldn't brag about being able to do right now. But over the next few videos I will actually work on it to strengthening my mouth, and I will try to do something with the slide so that it actually works a little bit better, because if the slide is dragging you certainly can't move smoothly from one position to another. But compared to the first note that I played, which was, as I said before, bloody awful, it's actually beginning to get easier. The thing is, when you start to play the brass instrument, the brass actually has to warm up. Well, they're calling it brass, it's probably not, it's brass plated. The instrument has to warm up in order for the air to be able to flow smoothly through it. And that's something that will take 15 or 20 minutes, which I won't burden you with, as you've never done me any harm. But that's what I will have to do every day if I want to strengthen up my chops to the point where I would be able to play again without offending everybody's ears. And yes, and those calls of derision will be a familiar thing in the next few weeks, I imagine, unless I hide myself in the toilet and they'll perhaps never know it's me. So this has been the first humiliation, and we will see how I fare over the next few weeks. Thanks for being with me, and we'll see what happens. But if you are a former brass player who would actually like to get back to playing, and you've seen how humiliating it is for me as a former professional musician to come back, play on an inferior instrument, and not having played for 6 years, it might give you hope to actually take up the instrument, put up with this, the first few weeks of playing in which everybody will be looking at you and say, you used to play what? Okay? Now, you don't have to do it actually on the instrument all the time. You can actually sit there in your armchair and you can do this. And even that will actually help your mouth to get back into shape. So the news was even worse than I thought it would be, and I will be back again trying to redeem myself. This is a foreigner in the Philippines, former trombone player and musician, and trying to get back in action again. Bye for now.